Oi kids, Slacker Kite here. We're gonna play a quick game of Punchout. We're not gonna get very far because I'm not very good at this, but you know, I kinda wanna give this a quick try. Mostly, preparing some hardware for a couple tests in regards to, we're moving to a new thing soon. This is probably going to be on some free software here, so you're going to see a couple overlays for some free stuff. You know, I got a new machine to work with at least, so that's a start. But let's see what we get out of this. So, let's play. You start out in Punchout versus Glass Joe, who is the epitome of pushover. Oddly, out of the people in the first round, he does take me the most time, if just because he doesn't have really a pattern you can exploit to get stars out of him. I know he's really easy to take care of, but yeah, you'll see. Alright, so you hit him enough times and he blocks, but none of these really give you the chance at a star, and I could sit here to do that, but I'm not patient enough for that, you know what I mean? So, he comes in, he taunts, you hit him once and he goes down. Pretty straightforward. Mostly, you kinda just punch the guy and he goes down eventually. You get enough hearts in this that you should never really have to worry about, Oh, he finally starts hitting. Okay. There we go. That's right, Glass Joe will actually hit you if you give him a chance. And the cool thing about Glass Joe, you give him one super punch, he goes down. Now, I should explain on the control pad, you have a right hit and a left hit for B and A. Your super punch is mapped directly to your start button, which is a little bit awkward, but not the most awkward thing in the entire world, really. But I actually didn't know this existed as a kid, so, you know, I'd get that star and be like, how do I use it? Well, it turns out you jam on your start button, and you can throw that super punch. It does take a while to load and throw, so usually you want to make sure your opponent is stunned first. But that's Glass Joe. That easy. We go forward in the circuit. Moving on to Von Kaiser. Everyone in this game is a little bit racist, and this is our German racist. He has a really awesome mustache. Mario, I think, is probably a little bit jealous of that. If you hit him properly when he's doing that little head shaky thing, you do get a star from that. There we go. Full up on the stars. When he's doing the head shaky thing, if you punch him in the gut at the appropriate time, you get a star out of it, and he goes down in one star hit. Just like that. If I were doing it properly, we would have already been done by now, but, yeah, we're probably not doing that entirely properly right now. Alright. You know, yeah, there we go. And, that is Von Kaiser. He doesn't have a whole lot of interesting hooks to begin with anyway, so you probably saw pretty much everything interesting out of him. This is the first character I'd say is actually anything remotely like a challenge. This is Piston Honda. Yet again, and the eyes, look at that guy. Oh, I wouldn't want to meet him in a back alley. Okay, those eyes look completely different in this versus the other thing. They're a little bit less, you know what, I'm not even going to go there. Alright, so your giveaway that he's about to punch is that he does the eyebrow tweak at you. Otherwise, he's going to do a uppercut like that, or, yeah, there's that, but you can't potentially get a star out of that. And really, he's that easy to knock down. I don't expect this to go into a round 2. I missed both star opportunities. Well, I'm going to get him anyway, so not really that big of a deal. And he's down again. Listen to the cheer of that crowd, isn't it marvelous? It's actually one of the cooler things back in the 16-bit era was that, to me anyway, that and the double dribble actual voice thing at the beginning. We didn't really have many voices back then, so... Well, I mean, we did have voices, obviously. I'd feel bad about not showing that little charge off, but he's going to do it again later. Spoiler, we're going to see him again. So, you know, I don't feel really that terrible. So, while we're going through this, I am working on launching a new channel, which is going to have a couple other things, not just Let's Play videos, but reviews and commentary, things along those lines. A lot more, I want to do more like actual review type stuff with the new channel. So anything that goes here is going to be more of a testbed type situation. So these are just me trying out things. I've got a few people who are going to be joining me when I do the actual Let's Plays because it's more interesting, I think, when more people are involved. But let's go on to Don Flamenco. Don Flamenco's gimmick is, well, actually pretty much everyone in this round has a gimmick. His is more how you have to hit him. You have to hit him until he swings, and then you just keep hitting back and forth like that, except for not like that. Like this. I don't know how I messed up that pattern. You know, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Not exactly the most difficult thing in the world to recognize. But that's really it. He doesn't get back up after that. And if he does, he's going to get up with very little health. He might get up because I kind of did screw... Yeah. Okay, Don. You kind of proven me wrong to the fans here. Well, to the fan, you know, there may be one or two, maybe two of you, maybe two. So, you know, keep swinging, and he goes right back down. God, I love when you knock them down going to the right-hand side. They do that weird, exaggerated wee-woo-woo, wee-woo-woo. Yeah. That noise, by the way, is perfect for explaining everything that's going on here. I failed. I may need to get a new control pad for these games, I don't know. You know, God, the control pad's all wrong, that's why I'm losing, you know. I wouldn't be losing normally or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, this is all wrong. I can't even, this is a Mad Catz controller in the first place. You know how crappy those things are. God. Dad. Alright, next is King Hippo, and King Hippo is the definition of the puzzle fight in this game. He does come back in a lot of later releases. So pay attention here. He's going to throw a straight punch. If he leaves his mouth open, that's when you attack his face. And that's it. When he does the open mouth punch, you hit his face, and then you hit him, and he drops his pants comically. Oh, back in the 80s we were able to make fun of fat people like this. You know, you really can't do that anymore. I actually thought that Nintendo couldn't make a game as racist as this anymore against various, you know, creeds, ethnicities, and all that good stuff. And then they came out with the new Punchout, which I may have to record once I have the capture device with me. That'll happen in October. I actually have it purchased, but not with me. It's in storage at the moment. But yeah, it continues to be just blatantly racist. When you knock down Glass Joe, he bleeds croissant, which is amazing. I don't know how you get away with that, but they did it. Alright, yep, the Great Tiger. This is our rank fight. Now, the biggest giveaway, really, that he's going to throw punches is his jewel, but I usually watch his feet, which I just did a bad job of displaying there. See? After he punches, you can dodge, and you can get in a hit. If you hit him while it's glowing, you can get a star, but I don't feel like showing that off right now, honestly. This fight will go to round 2 because I am not doing the star route of hitting him when his thing glows. But yeah, there it is. And he continues doing this uppercut thing until you get him down for about the first time. Alright, he's back in the game. And he'll continue doing this for about another minute. Just kind of in this ready loop here. But he's going to show off a little something to us in just a moment. Anytime, there you go. The easiest thing to do, I find, is just to down block it. You take a little bit of damage for it, but overall you eventually get a one-hit knockdown out of him for it. Probably wasn't the wisest thing to do, honestly, because that'll leave him at just, 15% of his health down when we come back in. Maybe a better chance of getting a KO, but a worse chance of getting a TKO in round 2. Alright, so he's going to start directly off with that attack. Which, as I said, you just hold down when he's going around, and yeah, that's it. You hear the punch go off, hold down again. It's one of the easiest things to dodge in this entire game. We make it a possibility of a KO if we keep going that well against him on that. I can't get the timing of that down correctly. And I don't know why. I used to know that timing of that perfectly well. Oh well. So he cycles back to that punch, and then to this again at about 1 minute 30 into round 2. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to dodge those stop punches rather than trying to get the star out of it if he goes back to it again. I don't think he does, though, for the rest of the round. I think he just does these uppercut punches, which are really well delayed. Oh, no, he does this one more time, I guess. And this will be our third knockout and deliver us a TKO. Well, thank you for doing that for us. And that's Great Tiger. This is the title bout for this round. Fairly straightforward fight with Bald Bull. His movements are a little bit comical. I mean, I know the rest are really, straight out of reality, but his are a little bit more exaggerated here. You can usually get a star out of him by attacking him again the second time after he throws. And he's the first that will not wait for you to do your star punch, so it always seems like, to me, a hit or miss. I'm sure there's something I'm probably doing wrong on that, but you can leave that in the comment below if you know what I'm doing. He also doesn't really do a hugely exaggerated fall when he does fall, I find. Unlike the most of them, usually after you knock them down a few times, they get a hugely exaggerated fall. He just kind of lands. I love the way his eyes flicker like that. It reminds me of like a slot machine going off. This is the famous Bull Rush, which I hit! I thought I might miss because there's a little bit of delay here, but usually I give him about a count of 3 before he comes on. And here he goes again. What's up with the weird lump on his head? He looks like a half-cooked, hard-boiled egg. I don't know what that's actually supposed to be. 2, 3. Yes! Okay. Yeah, we will not get a TK out of him on round 1. Oh! I misspoke. I thought I had only counted 2 knockdowns. Alright, very good. So we're moving on to the actual difficult fights of the game, where the game actually has some, I'd say, level of challenge to it. Little Mac has gigantic ham fists. Maybe those are actually like boxing gloves painted skin tone or something? I don't know, but there's no way those are real hands. And if they are, ladies. I'll leave it at that. And this is the refight against Piston Honda. Somehow, he fought so hard after losing to you that he came all the way back around for him to be ranked higher than you, and then you get to go back and beat his ass one more time. It's kind of fantastic. Such a smug-looking look on his face, too. Like he knows what you did. This time he throws 3 in a row. And if you do it right, you can get a couple hits in during those. I did not. Ah! Also, if you hit him just as he comes in for that attack, you get an instant KO out of him. You can duck, dodge, duck out of the way of that, and you take a little bit of damage. Whoa. Okay, I didn't expect him to go down that quick, but apparently he's become a giant puss since I last fought him. Well, good job on you, Piston. Moving on, Soda Popinski. This guy. This is where I always start to lose. My chances of beating him tend to be like 2 out of 3. So we'll see how it goes today, especially with this awkward control pad that I'm using here today. I don't know what's up with the color they gave him. I understand he's supposed to be, you know, drunk and everything, but at the same time, he looks really sickly, doesn't he? Like, he might die any second, or maybe he's from another planet? Oh! I kinda thought he was gonna dodge away from that one. Alright, fair enough. Come on, buddy. And those glassy eyes, just, ugh, God. Makes me a little sick to watch. I've also never understood why sometimes Little Mac will just attack faster than other times. It just seems to come out of nowhere. The one thing I think they kind of missed out on the original Punch-Out as opposed to the Punch-Out on the Nintendo Wii. Punching to right and left is better to alternate right-left, but a right hit and a left hit for most fights doesn't really matter. A little bit against Sandman, which side you hit on does matter, but most fights otherwise, it doesn't matter. Soda, where's your game, man? You usually kick my ass. Considering how kind of sloppily I got through some of the other fights. Come on. Now he's going to bring it and completely knock me down. See, that one he just punches so fast. And I don't understand where that comes from randomly. I think you can only get him to allow you to do a full star hit after he does the full uppercut rather than a side jab. I'm not very good with the whole boxing terminology, so I understand there's a jab and an uppercut. The rest of it, I'm sure there's words for it. The sad thing is, I'm getting all of these stars out of this, but I can't hold more than 2 to begin with. So we might get a TKO out of him this round. Let's see what happens. Man, bro, can't lay a finger on me. Come on. And he's down. Just that easy. Thank you, Mario. Thank you. A slightly harder refight against Bald Bull comes up here. I wouldn't say he's that more challenging in this version, honestly. Eh. He gives you less of an opportunity to fight back here. You do have to hit him out with the star. I'm going to use that first star he gave me just to wear him down a little bit. He will give me another chance, or he should anyway, from what I remember. Give me another chance to knock him down with this actual star. There we go. Ah! I'm stupid, I let him... Alright, that's one knockdown. We are not going to get a TKO out of this round. But, you know, I think we're doing well enough. We got a good spirit going here. Alright, come on. Round 2. And we get another star out of him, so let's go ahead and utilize this one we've got. Bull Rush. That is one of the most nerve-wracking things of the original Nintendo is the Bald Bull Rush. Because you have to be perfect on that timing. He has knocked me down repeatedly on that Bull Rush. Alright, he's giving me a chance for another star, so I'm going to go ahead and use it to at least lower his health a little bit. And this is where I start failing terribly. Alright. Once you get your hearts knocked out of you, you get a bit of a delay to dodging, which makes things a lot harder, honestly. Should have stunned him. Okay, this fight should have been going better than it is. He's got a little bit of a rocky look on his face after that one knockdown, doesn't he? He's got a little bit of a doof thing going. Meanwhile, Bald Bull, just a little nick on the top of the head. Nothing too bad here. Alright, man, I need you to give me, like, a star. Oh, okay, that'll work, too. I am at, like, full clinch on that. If you watch the Completionist, you might have an idea what I mean on full clinch at that point. Or maybe you just know anyway, because it's not like it'd be a whole lot of things, can it? Yes! Okay. So I thought he might not be at enough health for that star to take him down, but I was already star committed. They always get up like 9, and it just is so infuriating. Alright, but this'll get him. And we're done. I think I'm ready for the next challenge. This version of Don Flamenco is a little bit harder, well, a lot harder than the old one, because he goads you into wasting all of your hearts, and you kind of have to. There isn't much of a way around it. It's all really luck about when you start swinging again. Yeah. Alright, starting off already pretty sorry. The good thing is, he doesn't really deal a whole lot of damage with his basic jabs. His hooks. There we go, I know some words. His hooks do deal a lot of damage. Okay, that was sad. In order to get back up, you do have to alternate hitting BA, BA. And here's where he starts taunting. It's hard to be certain when he's going to stop. Usually he tries to drain as many of your hearts as he can out of this. I think it's kind of a douche move on the programmer's parts. He will stop as soon as you turn purple, because, I mean, what else are they going to do? One cool thing, if you jam on select, you'll notice that Doc Brown starts pumping at your chest a little bit harder. That isn't purely just a little Easter egg, but when we come back into the game, Our health goes down, well, okay, that time it just went down a mild sliver. I'm used to it going down a lot more. Maybe I just didn't jam it hard enough. Alright, I'm the game champ. We can do this. Come on. Come on, Brandon. Too much for Let's Play. Sorry. If he gets one good Punch-Out on me, I'm probably going down here. So I really don't want... Yeah. And each time you get knocked down in a round, it's a lot harder to get back up again. I really don't like this fight, if just because it's really patience training. And I've lost. You can pretty much tell you're not getting back up when when he doesn't even really try to get back up. But you do get a chance for a rematch if you fail the first time. If you fail the second time, you go back around to the last person you fought, and honestly, I could fight Bull all day. Alright, feeling a little bit more prepared for this guy now. He has really so many different swings that he does. The timing isn't quite as awkward as with other fighters, like Soda Popinski at the time. It's just he does have a wide array of swings he can use. And each one of them have such different timing. I think the fight would be a little bit more fair if they gave you like 20-25 hearts, to the point where, you know, you do run out of hearts, but not as consistently as you do here. I often do end up in a TKO situation with this guy, that it has to be a decision at the end, I mean. How do you know how Mario's hair looks? He wears a hat. Well, maybe Italians can see through each other's hats and see the hair underneath. The one thing I will say about Don Flamenco is, of all the fighters, he's the one that looks the happiest all the time. He kind of looks like the kind of guy that I'd like to go take out for a beer afterwards, you know, not like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know what I mean. He's going to drain all of my hearts out. Oh, good. So you go right back to it after, and, you can't taunt me. I don't have... I dislike this fight. This is probably, if I go down to him again, this is probably going to be the end of this. This has really been more of a test recording. I want to see how this goes up on the YouTube. If I do any more recordings, they're going to be a little bit more practiced. But, yeah, I don't like this guy at all. This is... I think this is the fight, really, that makes the game not as fun as it could have been. Every other fight is really, the puzzle element was great. Learning how to counteract everything. This one is more of a chore to go through, I think, than anything. But we'll see how this round goes. I think in round 3 he taunts a lot less. I could be wrong. But I think it's a bit of a reprieve, as I recall. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that's right. I'm remembering a little bit more now. He does kind of give you more of a chance in the third round to actually beat him. Except I have ruined myself already here. Yeah, pretty much one more punch puts me down completely. So we can't let him get to that. So I want you to cheer like the rest of the crowd does for me. I know that it may be hard for you to make 8-bit static effects, but I would appreciate if you did. Oh, it is going to be a decision, and he probably is going to get the decision. Yep. You know what? I got an idea. I might skip over this fight, or I might not. But, I'm going to fight him one more time. I've got an idea on how to do this. You'll probably see me just skip straight to round 3 on that fight. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to include this or not, but since it's an endurance round for the first 2 rounds, I'm just going to let him go to me, like, forever. I mean, of course, get some early hits off on him, because why not? You know, wear him down a little bit at least. Pretend like I'm playing a video game. No. Not gonna do it. That's fun. No. Nah. I don't wanna. I know what happens. You beat the crap out of me when I do that. I don't like being all weak and defenseless. Must be how Glass Joe feels all the time. Dancing like a fly, bite like a mosquito, heck yeah. Can my next movie be Return of the Dawn? That'd be pretty rad. Nah. Nah? You know, since I am emulating this, since my actual copy of the game's in storage, is there a fast forward button? Whatever. I mean, it's not like I have to actually wait a real 3 minutes. It's more like a Nintendo time, which, I mean, I don't know what those seconds are supposed to actually represent, but they're not real seconds. Whoa, whoa. I see you decided to start up again. I wasn't ready for that. Jesus. Okay, no, fair enough. I wasn't ready for you to start back, man. Don't worry, we'll start this up right in round 2. With your smug little smile and your really tired-looking eyes. Yeah, it's okay. This is going to be an actual straight-up fight between me and Don here. So I guess in a way this is kind of a puzzle fight, more testing your ability to wait 3 minutes. I don't know if that's really something Nintendo wanted to do, but... And we swing. Man, we got this. We got this so in the bag. You know, for a Nintendo system, the actual, like, hits do sound kind of meaty, you know? I don't know quite how that transmits to a square signal and with the noise and all that. But it does have kind of a clunk to it, which sounds satisfying when it hits. Especially the last hit on a good combo, that one that kind of goes up in pitch. I like that a lot. Oh, that is my favorite way for him to die. Alright, that'll give us one actual attempt against the for reals guy, Mr. Sandman. And I know after Mr. Sandman is, Macho Man, but this is pretty much as far as I usually ever get. So if you're ready to watch me get my ass kicked, you know, not that you haven't watched that before with the Don Flamenco fight if you were paying attention. I know that was one of the most boring fights on YouTube. Okay, I thought it was hitting you in the open eye. I guess not. And if you hit him in the non-open area, he does counter automatically. So there's that. Oh, that's right, you hit him in the gut after you swing up to hit him. Oh, I'm stupid. Good lord. It's like a frickin' truck. Yeah, one more knockdown and I am done for, and I don't think we're getting one more down on him. Yeah, so even in the Sandman fight, you're not actually getting a real opportunity with the fact that you swing left and right. But, I don't know, it does feel like a wasted opportunity here. I might get a one... Nope, we're not. And that's game. We're done, it's game over. And that laugh ruined my childhood. I hate it so much. Yeah, I do give up. You win, Punchout. You win. Well, that was fun. I look forward to seeing everyone on my For Real channel, and looking forward to seeing how this uploads. Later.